Morning folks, thanks for joining me again, and it's the second day of my trip to the Langdale Valley, and the weather's looking a bit grim, but I'm off for a walk. Plan A is to head up Pike of Blisco, but as you might be able to see, the weather's pretty dreadful, so we'll see how we get. I noticed yesterday that one footbridge had been washed out, so whilst I've plotted this walk in a clockwise direction, I'm actually setting off to do it anti-clockwise, because right towards the end of the circuit that I've plotted, there's a footbridge over quite a wide beck, and I don't want to get to the end of the walk and find that there's no footbridge there, so I'm heading anti-clockwise, and I'll go across that footbridge early in the walk, assuming it's there, and then from there we'll just have to assess the conditions as we go on. At the moment you can just about make out the summit. The drizzle's kind of blowing in and out, so with a bit of luck it might clear. Anyway, why not stick around and see what I can't see. Right, first thing we pass through the farmyard, assuming you're doing this anti-clockwise, and then we're just heading up to find this little footbridge. I'll just apologise once for wind noise and rain on the lens, because I think that's going to be the order of the day, I'm afraid, folks. Just a couple of signs of light peeping through the clouds up there, but it's really forming over the peaks, so fingers crossed it'll clear up, but who knows. Brief break in the drizzle. I think it's just that I'm out of the wind for a second. Just spin you around, show you what the visibility is like at the minute. Not looking so great, and got a couple cut left up there shortly. I'm sure it'll be better by the time we get to the top. So, as of mid-December 2021, bridge still intact. So you could do it clockwise if you wanted to, but hey ho, I'm here now. Short way after the beck and the bridge, you'll see the path start to rise. It's kind of lined with stone and a few rough steps, and you kind of climb up there with a small tributary beck running down just to your right hand side. Bring you back in a bit. After crossing back and two over the beck about, oh I don't know, half a dozen times, you just start to approach Brown How, and we pass that to the left before we start to skirt round behind Pike of Blisco. Oh, plenty of stops to catch your breath on this one. It's quite a climb, even though the path is pretty good. Right, I'm just about to step out from behind the shelter of brown how and into the clouds basically, and yeah, you can see it sort of blowing sideways. The last mountain forecast I saw, forecast for today, 27 to 30 mile an hour gusts, so it looks about right for that, but not sure when I'll be able to update you again. Doesn't look like we'll be able to see much from the top, mind you. After Brown How, there's a brief respite from the steep climb, and on a fine day you should be able to see Crinkle Crags up to the right of me, I think. You can't see anything but cloud, and down into that nice little valley. Something special about being up here in this weather though. Not so many views, but yeah, it's still a treat to be up here. Roads, and we take a left for the last stretch of the climb up to the top of Pike of Blisco. Not too far. Stretch just up there. I don't know whether you could quite see it through the mist. I can just make it out with the naked eye. When the wind drops, it's just complete silence up here. I'm not seeing a single person all day, and yeah, it's just so peaceful. It's just hard to imagine all the chaos going on in the world at the moment when you're somewhere like this. Man, that is brutal. Just going to grab a drink, quick energy bar, and then get the hell out of here. Oh. Absolutely no chance of any views, but yeah, very special to be up here. Just got to get down safely now. Yeah, out of the wind now, which is a bit of a blessing. I'm just beginning my descent. Path's a bit loose, so you just got to watch your footing, but looks okay. There's one or two traces of snow that remain from the recent bad weather, but not much. Catch you in a bit. Just bear in mind, if you're following this exact route, it is a bit of an all four limbs scramble at places, and Might be a bit more fun going up than it is coming down, but everybody's got their own abilities, haven't they? And obviously the weather conditions differ. It's a little bit on the slippy side today with all this rain. I think there might be an easier route if you just skirt around a little bit, but very difficult to pick routes out today as well. So anyway, I think I'm over the worst of it now. Famous last words. Yep, there is some proper squeaky bum time scrambling coming down that. So as I say, you might prefer to ascend that way, being as I've proved the bridge is still there, or at least it is today. Getting there now. Still got to watch your footing down here. Some of these stones that they've lined the path with, covered in lichen, and they're slippy as anything, so in this weather it still pays to keep your wits about you even when you get down here. Well, that was fantastic. What a walk over the weather. But with the rain still coming down, I'm just on the last leg back to the campsite. So first job is to get into some dry things. Second job is to bring you back for a cheers, because I reckon I definitely deserve a beer. Certainly feel like one. And if you've stuck with me this long, thanks very much. And if you wouldn't mind doing the honours, giving it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. And if you haven't already subscribed and you like what you see, maybe hit the subscribe button and ding the bell as well, and then you'll see lots more from this channel in the very near future. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the pub. Here we go. Ennerdale Brewery Darkest. Very nice. Not my normal style, but very good nonetheless.